How's it going, folks? Now, this actually came up to my mind yesterday, and I know there's a link down in the description. Now, let's first be interested on this video. A while back, I made a video of finding out that the country that I'm in, Australia, will be selected one of the top 10 countries will be going towards the society. Now, we'll be heading. Sorry, it's a shaky. So, um, the best way to do, what I did is I try to look forward, look at the head, and what is the signs to see the cashless is happening in my country. Now, first things first, right? Now, all you guys have been looking at China right now, looking at the cashless society, it's booming, it's rapidly growing in a very short amount of time. Countries like Australia will be doing a very subtle way. What I've seen, over the past couple of months and the years is that first things first, though, government will find ways to eliminate cash in hand jobs because cash in hand jobs doesn't generate taxes, right? So doesn't benefit for the government. So they've tried many multiple methods to encourage people to push on FPOS or perhaps transfer bank. And it's always been the case that the cash, if you do cash, you earn more money than tax, you pay more tax. But if you're employee in a cash in hand industry, you get more, you get paid straight away. It's that taxes. Now, today's world is here the stuff that I get to see. First things first is Melbourne train system with the card is called Mikey has introduced this year that they will be launching, using an app to get travel pass, or you tap your card based on the card, your phone instead of a card. Now that's why they're introducing more smartphone charging ports. Now that is a one way of implementing, normalizing, deflating cash, right? So first off, they have a lot of stations around. In China, when I was in China, a lot of people are carrying power banks. So I'm not sure why it's not a big thing in Australia or Western world, carrying power bank. Now the only thing that's popular for power bank thanks to Pokemon Go. So you have that. And I remember I went to nowadays when I go to supermarkets, before there wasn't that many card only self check services. Now you can see a lot. It's more than half now. There's more than half. Before it's like two, three, four machines. Now it's half. Over the years, it will take larger by number. Another one is gadgets nowadays with new smart technology, especially when I look at one of the big banks in Australia, which we call it Commonwealth Bank, has introduced. I'm pretty sure other apps I'm pretty sure other banks has introduced, but the commercials that I've been seeing is definitely will be the Commonwealth Bank. You know, um, Instead of having your login password, just scan your face and you access your bank account, so your net banking account. So these little stuff has triggered. Now, with the housing boom around the world, where they suck everyone, majority of the people in. Now they put a very strict guideline. There's a link down below on how it's impossible to get a loan. Now I'll talk very deep more about it on the next video. I won't talk about it in this video. It's just stating that every single dollar that you spend matters. They calculate. Anything's got to do with cash in hand jobs, they do not declare or things like that. It's not on the record. So everything has to be record nowadays. If it's not on record, then good luck. You're not going to get anything. Now, you see, you have all this. It's very anti-cash if you look just to me. Oh, and one more thing. One of the banks in Australia called Bankwest, they implemented a ring. So you could tap by the ring for paying the cash. I see people using, Apple smartwatches. So you got phones, smartwatches, they make it normalized and things like that. When I was in China, I get to see KFC has a self-serve booth that doesn't have, credit or Mastercard or any card tapping devices, where they only have face recognition for your payment. So we are slowly heading towards what China's doing. It's just that right now the news media is bombarding, trying to, trying to name and shame the sort of technology. But if you think about it, I've, I'll link down below as well that how they create false flags in order for people to get into cashless society, right, using cash or submit it to it. And how would they do it? These are all being planted slowly by slowly by slowly. And one more thing that I'll end this video, as I talk about the new lending rules, very strict, calculated by dollar. It means that most of the migrants who come to Australia or any other parts of the world using the black method, black money, black market money, which is cash in hand, will be faded because they started to realize they couldn't get a loan, even to own a business, because where's the money going to? And as well, Australia is getting rid of $100 notes. Kind of a similar process with India eliminating their large currency notes. So these are the signs that I see, and unfortunately, everything will be digitalized. Everything has to be recorded. How you spend everything like that. And when you see that, you ask yourself, is this some sort of, you overheard this sort of stories and you thought it was just some hoax story or word off a mouth, but it's coming alive day by day. There you have it. That's the video. I'm just gonna leave it there.